Our misconceptions about risk stem from the way our brains are hardwired. Our brains are ancient, so when it comes to risk perception, it's like using a really outdated hardware to run the latest and most sophisticated software. Human brains underwent a big change in the Stone Age. About 500,000 years ago, they grew from 650 cubic centimeters to 1200 cubic centimeters. That's only a slightly smaller amount than our current brain size of 1400 cubic centimeters. The final jump to 1400 cubic centimeters occurred 200,000 years ago, when the Homo sapiens species was born. DNA analysis has provided that every person alive today can be traced back to a single Homo sapien ancestor from only 100,000 years ago. Brain development didn't progress nearly as fast as our environment did. The world has changed dramatically, but our brains have basically stayed the same. Take the way we perceive snakes. Everyone is born with a fear of snakes. It's hardwired into our brains because it helped our ancestors survive and pass on their genes. Even people from places with no snakes, such as the Arctic, have an innate fear of them. Car accidents are a much bigger threat to our safety as of today, but we haven't evolved to fear cars yet. When it comes to risk, our brains play some funny tricks on us. We have two distinct brain systems that help us reason and they produce different results. The first is called System 1 or gut. It runs quickly and without you being conscious of it. You're using System 1 when you intuitively feel something is right or wrong without knowing why. System 1 operates based on few simple rules. The law of similarity is part of System 1. If something looks like a lion, it's probably a lion and you should get away from it. System 2, or the head, runs on conscious thought. System 2 is at work when you carefully think through a problem or situation. It reminds us to calm down if we feel frightened. In prehistoric times, our life expectancy wasn't very high. Dangerous animals, exposure to extreme weather, and a number of other dangers were waiting around every corner. So it's no wonder that even though the world has changed, our instincts are still highly attuned to avoiding risk. These fears are part of our innate aversion to risk. But you can train your brain to focus on the opportunities that are part of the decisions you make, rather than the potential pitfalls.